Hello. This is what I call an Egenerator. Okay. This is the machine that produce energy on demand. Why do you need this? Reason is that battery is just a storage. Okay. Let's say if you don't have electricity, never exists. Battery be worthless. Okay. So, for example, in the electric cars, you need a lot of battery. Right? But if you can create a machine that give you energy on demand, then you really don't need a lot of battery. Maybe you can reduce at least 80%. Okay. And today, this machine is just a prototype. Once in production, it will be like 1/3 of the size. Okay, let me explain to you this when I put it down. Okay, this is battery banks. I just happened to use Ryobi. I bought a whole bunch of that battery and fixed it up, so they works. Because of those batteries very expensive. I got like about 300-400 of them because I wasn't gonna build electric car from Ryobi battery. The reason I choose this one, because sometimes I have a blackout and I use this to power appliance in the house. But like I said, blackout don't come often. Okay, so you just waste it. So I can use this battery for my lawnmower, blower, trimmer, all kind of that devices I built for it. But you have to build it because this one have 8 battery and it can charge at the same time. With that isn't one like that on the market. You can do 8 of them at the same time. And you usually charge one at a time. It takes too long to get 8 of them. And the second thing I need to build this one is that while it gives you power, you can recharge the battery at the same time. Okay. So it do, because it needs to require it for energy on demand. So basically the battery power this generator, and this generator will give you more power than the battery give it, and then we use that excess battery charge back to the battery, and then the extra energy, you can power whatever you want. Okay, so that's what we do today. We're gonna demonstrate that. I'm gonna move it so you can see, and underneath the battery is an inverter. Okay, so right now we need to plug the generators in to the inverter. Okay, and this output here is to charge the battery, so you can do AC. Later on you can do DC, no matter, but the battery will give the power right here to the inverter. Okay, you can see it. That's what it gives the power to, the inverter, the power of this machine, because this machine run on AC. Okay, and you can see 3 meter. This one for the measure the AC output, DC output, and this is the AC input. You will see it. And because this is a 3-phase AC generator, So we need to rectify it to get out of the DC power. It's a 3-phase, okay? So we're gonna turn it on. First of all, we gotta turn on the inverter. Okay, right now it's 41.3 volt, 125 volt. Okay, very quiet. You're not gonna hear nothing. Okay, let's turn on the power. I gotta set the camera down. I don't know if you can see it. The shaft is spinning. Okay, so it's working. Right now, it's using 19 watt. The RPM is 46. I need to turn on the power on the meter. Okay, you can see. I'm trying to put it all together so you can see in one screen. The orange meter is a 20 volt AC. The red one is 29 volt DC. The RPM is 46, and the wattage, the power, the generator is 19 watt. The amperage right now is 0.27 amp. The voltage is 124 volt. Okay. Okay, now we're going to increase the speed. Right now it's 500 RPM and gonna go up to around 600 RPM. It stopped there. Okay, now you can see the voltage rise. On the red one is 378 volt DC. On the left, orange, is 665 volt AC each phase. Okay, and the power consuming right now, the wattage is 200 watts. Okay, close to 200 watts. And let's take a look at the amperage. It rises up to 2.78 amp, and the voltage 126. You see, so that you can see 267 volt is already right more than the input. Now let's check the amperage. The amperage on the DC is 24 amp. That is a lot more than the input amp that you see, 2.7. You see? Okay, and take a look at this. Right now, the whole thing, it just powered by the battery. Okay, there's nothing hidden under my cement. You can see it because I don't want to tear up the battery. Look, as you can see, just the wheel, nothing. Okay, nothing underneath. Okay. Pretty heavy. Okay, so and you can see because it's run on the battery, it goes down to 40 volt now. Okay, 40 volt, 39 going down because we haven't looked back yet. Okay, next step we want to test. Let's put on the watches. We're gonna do double the speed. As you can see, the RPM goes 700, 8, 9, 1000 and 1100, and say somewhere around 1150. And you can see the voltage on the DC is 730 volt, very high voltage. And on the left again is almost 40 amp, 39.5. And what did you think about the voltage? Will it going up? We shall see. Yeah, 500 volt. So if you want to do the quick math, just quick, it's not going to be accuracy. 500 volt times 40 amp, that's 20,000 watts. At the same time, the input going to require higher energy, around 400 volt. And let's check the amperage again. Right now it's raising up to 5.5. The voltage, 125. Okay, this clearly show you the input power is a lot less than the output. So if you have electric cars, the battery can power this generator, and this generator produce more. So it basically is on demand and use that energy power the motor of the electric car that will have to drive, and the battery will be stabilized. Okay, I mean voltage never go down, so it always can power this generator. Take a look right now. It's 39 volt. Now I'm gonna do the demonstration, because right now this is high voltage. We're not converted yet to about 40 to 50 volt to charge this battery bank. Okay, so I'm gonna use the power of the grid, which is right over there. Okay, the extension cord you can see. So this demonstration that the battery can power the generator and it can be charged at the same time. So you maintain the battery. Okay, and as you shall see, because since it's 39, you will look it up. It will maintain higher. And we come back later, so the energy never go down the voltage. Okay, but right now we already measure, right? 500 volt AC, amperage is 3940, amp. But we haven't measured the amperage on the DC. The reason that you can see this meter maximum is only 5 amp. Okay, if I switch it, it's gonna blow up this one. So what we do is we're gonna switch the meter, this meter, over so you can see the actual amperage. But since this is very high voltage, I already get shocked, so I have to turn it off to be safe. Okay, so we're gonna turn it off right now. I'm gonna take a look at the shaft. You can see it. Okay, and now to notice thing, it's pretty quiet. Okay. Now I'm gonna just switch the cable only. I'm gonna take this out and put it over on this side so we can measure. Now as you shut it off, so we zero out everything. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on again. All right, turn it on. on DC side. You can see it's DC. Okay. Right now is a little bit shorter than 600 RPM. So when you're a little bit shorter, the DC voltage, go a little bit less. Okay, 355 volt. All right. Now it's the same thing over here. AC inputs still maintain the same, 2.56 volt. So everything exact same thing. So okay, let's take a look at the amperage. 143 amp. Okay, as you can see the whole meter. You see amp. This amp can do AC and DC. Okay, and we're gonna increase the speed to double again, and you can see both meter, the RPM 89, and you can see it 200 amp. Yeah, so if you take, you see that, and this is 267 amp. If you remember that, now multiply with the voltage, about 690 times by that. That's a lot of numbers, and it still maintain less than 400 watts to power the generator. So this is proven you get more than you put in. Okay, like I said, I make a video. I need help because there's no way you can do by yourself. And since if it run go to 38, you can see it maintain about almost 40 volt because the power from the grid charge the battery, and the battery provide energy to the generator. Okay, so later on with this rectifier, okay, on the DC side we need a DC to DC inverter or converter, and reduce down to 40 volt to charge back to this battery. On the AC side, same thing. You can do, AC to AC and use that to power anything we need. As you can see, the battery power and it's charged at the same time. You can see it charging. See, battery, you can see it's flickering. That means it's powering and it's charging at the same time. Okay? See? And see, the beautiful thing is that you can just pull it off and use this. As you want. Okay? So no problem. Wow, very convenient. Okay. 39.8 volts, so it's always maintain that. Okay, it won't go down. So again, it settled down to 683 volt. Imagine, compare this one to solar panel. With this unit, it's portable. Okay? You can take it anywhere you want. In solar panel, when you put on the roof, you can't really move it. And a typical solar panel right now is about $40,000 in America. So this unit is only manufactured to build is $1,000. Okay? So let's say we sell it for 10 grand. That's like $30,000 cheaper. And the people don't need to come up with 10 grand. All you need to do is pay $100, which is a half, at least half. And then in 10 years, when you pay off the 10,000 from the $100, then you own free and clear. So you don't have to pay electricity anymore. Otherwise, you got to pay the rest of your life until you die in energy. So at $10,000 each unit, you multiply by 10,000 units. That's give you $100 million. Yeah? So since I only buy myself, I need a lot of help to bring the product to the market. So there's no way in hell I can do it by myself. That's obviously. It's taking a lot of people. So just send in a comment, put the group together. All kind of people, engineer, everywhere in the world. If you like to, financially independent and help the people and clean out the energy. Because this technology can do everything. Every machinery that there is run by gas or electric can be converted to this. Okay? Thank you for the video. Bye bye.